Good morning and welcome to the 10 a.m. daily weather brief. Starting us off, as always, taking a look at the current radar image out there. It does look like we are remaining free of any reflectivity and any indicated precipitation, at least in the local area. Nothing off to our west that we can see pushing this way. So we should remain dry over the coming hours or so. Might see some slight chances introduce themselves later this afternoon, but again, as of current, looking pretty good. Now, taking a look at the week ahead, we'll see that flat upper level pattern, which we can see here on the bottom left. That's going to begin breaking down, and we'll see a ridge of high pressure building over the central United States and pushing eastwards with due time. That is going to shift our winds aloft out of the west-northwest. Then down at the surface, that high pressure that's currently sitting off to our southeast, the Bermuda high, is going to weaken slightly and shift towards the Gulf states. That will give us some weaker low-level winds. And while this setup could support our typical daily summer showers, pretty average for this time of the year, it should actually keep us mostly dry. It does look like the better dynamics for that. Unsettled weather is actually going to be staying more focused over the central portions of the state. Now, with that being said, going to definitely have to keep an eye out on the timing and the initiation of those expected storms over central Virginia, as they will have implications to what we see here. If those storms fire off early in the week, then they could initiate some outflow boundaries and see some showers making their way this way across the bay, so could see some scattered showers as we move through the week from convection further off to the west. But again, overall, looking like we will stay dry. And overall, our best rain chances do look to be on Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, as we'll see some chances of some scattered showers and thunderstorms pushing through the area. And then we will see on Wednesday mostly dry conditions, Wednesday afternoon into Thursday, mostly dry conditions, potential for a pop-up shower or thunderstorm. And following, we'll see Friday, a cold front does look to push through the area as of current. Now, that could change, but as of current, that cold front pushing through would then bring some cooler temperatures, and we would see some rain chances to accompany. Those cooler temperatures do look to stick around through the weekend, and then as we approach the end of the weekend into early next week on Monday, seeing some rain chances introduce themselves once again, as we will have, which we can see on the top right of the screen here, we'll have high pressure off to the southwest, low pressure in the southeast, funneling moisture up, and we'll also have boundaries up to our north, and lows passing through the Great Lakes region kind of produces a setup in which we could see some rainy activity to start us off for next week. But as of current, which we'll click into here in a few slides, looking to be rather dry for the week ahead. Now, taking a look at today's forecast for the next 24 hours, again, seeing plenty of sunshine, some clouds mixing in here and there, probably seeing some fair weather cumulus clouds start firing off in the afternoon hours during peak heating, but overall, plenty of sunshine. Temperatures rising up into the low 90s with humid conditions to accompany, seeing those heat indices climbing upwards of 100 degrees, so a slight chance of surpassing that 100-degree mark. And then later tonight, mostly clear skies, some clouds mixing in, except for the early overnight hours. We likely see a slight uptick in that coverage. And if you are one for looking up at the stars, we are currently in the midst of the peak of a meteor shower. There's actually two going on in conjunction with each other right now. So should be decent conditions for viewing those later tonight, along with the fact that we're approaching a new moon. So it should be plenty dark out there if that interests you. As for the winds today, looking light out of the west, shifting out of the southwest for midday, gusting into the mid-teens, and then we'll see downwards trends turning light and variable with mostly green conditions for the 24 hours ahead. For the short-term outlook over the next few days here on the shore on Tuesday, looking at partly cloudy conditions to begin the day. We'll see clouds start building in, along with those rain chances. It was a slight chance of seeing a shower or thunderstorm, a high of 88. Tuesday night, we'll see those mostly cloudy conditions overspreading the area at that time, with continued rain chances, rain showers and thunderstorms looking to be possible, and the possibility of some low-level cloud cover or some patchy mist. And then Wednesday, we'll see partly cloudy conditions with those slight chances of showers and thunderstorms. Those are more typical of this time of the year, with a high of about 86, or in the mid-80s for that matter. Now, looking at the next 7 days ahead, today plenty of sunshine, not much in the name of rain chances. With Tuesday, we'll see slightly cooler temperatures from what we're experiencing today, still elevated. Partly to mostly cloudy conditions, rain chances building in the evening hours into the early morning hours of Wednesday. On the back end of that, Wednesday, we'll see clearing skies and temperatures remaining pretty consistent, with Thursday seeing the same. Temperatures elevated in the upper 80s, plenty of sunshine until Friday. Cold front comes through, brings increased cloudiness to the area during its passage. It's bringing in some rain chances as well, and lower temperatures, which will remain through the rest of the week, before Monday next week, when we see rain chances working their way back into the forecast, and those temperatures are going to be on the rise as warm, moist air returns to the region. That is going to conclude the 7-day outlook. Hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their day, and we will be back tomorrow at 8:15 with the daily weather operations brief.